Meghan Markle before and after plastic surgery, duchesses do it too. One of the most resonant events of 2018 was the wedding of the grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Harry. The chosen one of the representative of the dynasty turned out to be Hollywood actress Meghan Markle, the discussion of the personality of which does not subside until now. No wonder, because on the account of the girl enough compromising roles in the movie, she is older than her spouse, and in addition to everything was previously married. In addition, the newly minted Duchess has African-American roots, and not at all aristocratic origin. Such a British crown has never known. Some say that this union has become a real disgrace for the monarchical family. Others argue that such a marriage is dictated by the realities of the modern world. One thing is undeniable: the former actress attracted close attention of the public, and her external data are studied almost under a microscope. What in this girl made the heir to the throne to go against tradition, independent character, or non-trivial appearance? In his 37 years, Meghan Markle looks just fine, but all information about her plastic surgery or cosmetic procedures is carefully hidden. In addition, according to the rules of the royal family, she has no Instagram account, where you could also learn a lot of interesting things. Nevertheless, we have enough food for thought in the form of photos from different years. In this article, tcrusha.ru draws its own conclusions and reveals all the secrets of the appearance of Prince Harry's wife. How did the actress become a duchess, and what does plastic have to do with it? Birthday, August 4, 1981. Height, 171 centimeters. Weight, 61 kilograms. Parameters, 94 to 64/87, breast size, 1. The full name of the celebrity is Meghan Rachel Markle. She was born in the United States, Los Angeles, California. Her father is of Irish and Dutch blood, worked as an operator-director on television, thanks to which the little girl from childhood learned the backstage of movie sets and met many famous artists. Mother, African-American descent, was a public worker and later changed her occupation, retraining as a yoga instructor. That Meghan from a small age was characterized by determination, assertiveness, and courage is evidenced by a very interesting story. At the age of 11, the girl directly addressed the very First Lady Hillary Clinton and wrote her a letter. Such a confident step was dictated by the child's disagreement with the television commercials, in which the American woman was presented to the public as a housewife, interested only in cleaning and cooking dinner. Strangely enough, the appeal of the young feminist noticed, and soon the content of such commercials was changed. After graduating from high school, the future Duchess received a bachelor's degree at Northwestern California University, simultaneously in 2 specialties: international relations and theater arts. As a next step, she went into public relations at the U.S. Embassy in Buenos Aires. Meghan's acting career began through completely random events. A friend called her in her spare time to audition for the company. Despite the fact that the role of Nurse Jill in the series General Hospital was episodic and contained only a few lines, the shooting was a real push to the development of the girl as an actress. Over the next few years, Markle starred in a number of multi-part and feature films in leading and episodic roles, and also combined her acting career with the work of a photo model. It was then that she began to actively work on her own appearance, including a nose job, and experimented with lip augmentation. Viewers paid attention to the beautiful and talented girl in the movies City of the Future, More Than Love, CSI, When Sparks Fly, Remember Me, How to Find a Husband, and many others. And the greatest popularity brought her Sayemki in the series Force Majeure, in which the actress played one of the main roles during 2011 to 2018. Among other things, some of Meghan's roles provided for the presence of quite frank bed scenes. And many zealots of tradition believe that such a past of the prince's wife casts a shadow on the crown and the entire royal court. In justification, the girl states that after the announcement of the engagement with the crown prince immediately ended her career as a movie actress and began a completely new life. In addition to acting and the career of a photo model, Meghan has always had an active public position, advocating for the development of healthcare, education, and improving the quality of nutrition of children around the world. The girl became an ambassador of the World Vision Canada and UN Women Charitable Foundation. Standing up for gender equality, in 2015, Markle participated in the organization's conference on International Women's Day. Today, the Duchess is actively involved in charity work. Personal life, a fairy tale about a modern Cinderella. An unprecedented fact in the history of monarchic marriages was also the fact that the wife of Prince Harry was previously married. The young actress met her first husband in 2004. The girl's favorite became a famous producer and film director Trevor Angelson. Despite the almost perfect relationship, the wedding happened only 7 years later. But the marriage itself did not last long, and soon the celebrities divorced. The official version of the breakup was the impossibility of a full-fledged family, as the husband all the time lived in Los Angeles, and Meghan could not leave Toronto for the reason of filming in force majeure. Sometime after her divorce from Angelson, Markle had an affair with a popular Irish golfer. Beloved actress was Rory McIlroy, who at the time was in the ranking of the highest-paid celebrities under 30 years old. However, their relationship never developed into marriage, and the couple soon broke up. In 2014, Meghan met star chef Corey Vitiello. Those who knew the couple well claimed that only in him the girl was truly in love. Serious relations lasted almost 2 years, but eventually the future Duchess decided to end them, this time precisely for the sake of the heir to the throne, Prince Harry. The fateful meeting happened in 2016. The couple was brought together by a close friend of both future spouses. The relationship of the lovers for a long time remained a mystery for both journalists and the royal family. Only in September 2017, Meghan and Harry first appeared at a social event, but still not as a couple. And already in November their engagement took place, about which only members of the dynasty knew. By the way, the design of the ring was worked on by the groom himself, and some of the diamonds that make up the overall composition of the ring were taken from the personal collection of his mother, Princess Diana. The wedding of the British prince and the American actress became the most discussed event of 2018. Despite the fact that many did not believe in the possibility of this union and argued that Meghan is not a couple to a member of the royal dynasty, the marriage of the lovers took place on May 19 at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. The celebration was watched live by literally the whole world. Why the Crown gave its consent to such an ambiguous and scandalous union remains a mystery. Perhaps Queen Elizabeth II gave in to her grandson, allowing him to marry his favorite girl. Or maybe the monarch realizes that along with the rapid development of the world should change and the classical royal family, which represents the standard of all Britons. Whatever the case, the marriage took place, and today the dynasty is waiting for replenishment. Meghan will soon give birth to a baby girl, who is planned to be named Diana, in honor of her husband's mother. What plastic surgeries did Meghan Markle have? Fans of the actress and admirers of the royal family are conducting real investigations about the appearance of the scandalous Duchess. Some praise her natural beauty, others emphasize the striking changes in the nose and lips of the Queen's daughter-in-law, as well as some other parts of her image. Others do not find Meghan attractive at all, and do not consider her worthy of such an active discussion. Whatever the case may be, some of the changes in her appearance are worth a closer look. Expressive look. Markle hasn't had eyelid surgery, although there are indications for it. Plastic surgeons claim that girls who want to look like Hollywood celebrities often want to make Meghan Markle's eyes large, open, almond-shaped eyes. At the same time, there are no traces of blepharoplasty or change in the cut of the eyes of the girl. Here everything is guilty of exceptionally good heredity. Moreover, the recent photos show the excess skin in this area, and the Duchess could use a little lift, especially if she is of a very good age. European nose, genetics or plastic surgery. From her African-American mother, the celebrity inherited an expressive appearance and a large, broad nose with a characteristic ethnic shape. The future Duchess was not embarrassed, but with the beginning of her acting career, Meghan decided to bring herself in line with Hollywood canons of beauty and turn to a surgeon. As a result of a very successful rhinoplasty, her nose bridge became thin and graceful, while the tip became sharp and not as massive as before. Freckles. can't keep them? The result of an active fight against pigmentation. Meghan's skin was naturally dotted with freckles. In old photos, they are clearly visible even through a layer of foundation. However, after entering the royal circle, the Duchess radically changed the attitude to this feature. In fresh photos, the girl appears with aristocratic porcelain skin. It is obvious that she carefully cleans all traces of freckles from the face, and hardly by choice, more like the need to please the new family. Most likely for this purpose, the Duchess regularly does quite deep peels and complements the effect with masking cosmetics. No wrinkles, good heredity or cosmetologist's work? Meghan's smooth and perfectly toned face has become the envy of many girls around the world. And this is despite the fact that the Duchess is already in her 40s. At such an age, no cream, mask, or home care can completely get rid of expression lines. But judging by the photo, folds on the girl's face have the property not to appear and disappear. Achieve such an effect can only be achieved in one way, with the help of Botox injections, thanks to which the forehead and inner brow of the Duchess remain perfectly smooth. What is interesting, on many photos of early 2019, where Markle is deeply pregnant, wrinkles reappear. This can be explained by the fact that for the period of carrying she, like any reasonable mother, refused rejuvenating injections, so as not to jeopardize the health of the child. In addition, it can be assumed that the Duchess slightly pokes hyaluronic fillers to smooth out the nasolabial lips, emphasize the cheekbones, and slightly puff up the lips. But she does it very carefully. The effect is kind of noticeable, but to claim that it is done and accuse the Duchess of disrespecting her high status, no one will come to mind. But the glowing skin of her face is the result of constant professional care, which definitely includes biorevitalization and probably mesotherapy. Without regular moisturizing with hyaluronic acid and spot correction of small skin defects, it is simply impossible to achieve such smoothness and bright, healthy color. Sensual lips. Was there plastic surgery? Meghan naturally has a neat mouth with an expressive contour that harmonizes with her facial features. However, since about 2012, it is clearly visible on the photos that the volume of her lips has increased. This, of course, is not what we see in the Instagram stars, but still very similar to fillers. A little and carefully, we have already talked about this above. In addition, in some close-up photos you can notice a slight bumpiness along the lower edge of the upper lip. This is a very characteristic effect after the introduction of hyaluronic acid. Here you can clearly see the irregularities from the protruding filler. After lip plasty. In 2018 to 2019, due to her pregnancy, Markle has a characteristic facial puffiness, probably related to fluid retention in her body, which has kept her lip volume unchanged, although she has probably temporarily abandoned the injections. Dazzling smile. Good dental work. There are a lot of baby photos in the public domain, where the future celebrity has far from perfect teeth. Especially striking is the gap between the central incisors. Here you should give credit to the parents of the girl, who at a young age took Meghan to the dentist and installed braces to correct the bite. She did not put veneers on her smile, but she corrected the shape and size of her teeth a little, and to maintain the Hollywood effect she does regular whitening. A slim figure, healthy lifestyle, or liposuction. There is a lot of controversy around Meghan's physique. Her proportions are not to everyone's liking, rather wide back and chest, not particularly long legs with large feet. The only thing that does not raise questions is the fact that the girl has never been characterized by fullness. Many people also find negativity here, calling the Duchess bony, but let's be honest. Meghan definitely manages to squeeze the maximum out of her not the best natural data. And after the beginning of her relationship with Harry, she lost even more weight, which is especially clearly visible in the fresh pre-pregnancy photos. But the secret of such a transformation lies not in liposuction, as many believe, but in proper nutrition and an active lifestyle. In addition, the celebrity, like her mother, is fond of yoga, which also has a positive effect on the state of the body. In theory, the Duchess could remove some fat from her abdomen and lower back with the help of non-surgical techniques to emphasize the curve of her waist. But there are no grounds to say so unequivocally. Is it true that Meghan Markle has had her breasts enlarged? The differences in the size and shape of the Duchess of Sussex's bust in some photos are visible to the naked eye. Here you can pick on the impeccably correct contour of the mammary glands and too wide a gap between them. Usually these nuances directly indicate the installed implants. But it should be noted that all such photos clearly studio, staged, and heavily retouched. And in everyday photos we see the same original sized one, which the Duchess sometimes tries to cheer up with push-ups. Recently her bust has grown, but already due to pregnancy, and it looks like Meghan Markle did not do mammoplasty, although it is not excluded that she will return to this issue after childbirth and feeding. Bottom line: the exotic appearance of Prince Harry's wife is a skillful combination of natural data and the work of plastic surgeons. Duchess, unlike most of the royal court, without prejudice to beauty injections, but any more radical procedures are not yet considered. She corrected the shape of her nose before the wedding and receiving the title, and to claim that there were other operations, we do not have sufficient grounds. Whether Meghan will give the go-ahead for plastic surgery in the future, when she needs it for age-related reasons, and for example eyelid lift, for example, she could use it now. We will definitely see and find out. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.